I'll say record.
Okay, good.
It's on. Just keep it on.
Got it? Very good.
Does it say record in the right corner?
Yes.
Now that's on there too.
I don't know. Barry's making me speak.
Say something.
All right. 3 years ago, I moved to Cleveland from Chicago. 3 years ago, I moved to Cleveland from Chicago, and I knew nobody, absolutely no one. And my mom said to me, I have my dear friend Lois, who I know, her niece lives in Cleveland, and you should call her. And she's like, you know, I think she's Orthodox, but that's okay. And I totally
Don't hold it against.
don't know. She's like, I'm sure she's a sweetheart, you know. And I moved to Cleveland, didn't know anybody, and I did not call Barry. And then I moved in May, and I think in June, like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks later, I get a call. This bubbly voice calls me, Gena, this is Barry Feld, blah, 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 da, 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 telling me who she is. And I knew who she was, and she was such a sweetheart. She's like, I have so much going on this summer. I'm teaching that whatever camp. I don't know what you were doing, but she's like, so I'm going to call you in a couple months, and we're going to get together. So I didn't call, because I'm just lame like that, which I should have called, but she called me. She called me at the end of the summer, and she's like, come over for Shabbos. And at the time, my twins were a little over one, maybe the sukkah is what we went over in the fall. And they were like little babies. They were barely walking, and we go there, and sundown was late. I'm like wearing jeans. We're like totally casual, and we meet her amazing family, and my boys like were up the latest they've ever been in their whole entire life till like 11 o'clock. I don't even know. They were all over the place, but. Anyways, since I've been in Cleveland, I've had an amazing experience, you know, meeting people and creating my own very reformed life, except for when I go to the Felds, I get a little taste of Judaism. But there's this emptiness in my life because I don't have any family in Cleveland, and it's like as happy as I seem and all the friendships that I'm making, there's just like always been something missing, and I get this like guilt from my mom, just come back to Chicago, and from my sister, and at this point especially after this trip, they're like, you're never coming back, I know it. And even this trip, I think, well, I don't know, whatever it is that I was missing, if it's my family, if it's my friends at home, and now I have this whole new family that I've made here, which is amazing. I'm going to go to Heinen's and know people, more people than I ever knew in this tiny city where everyone seems to know everyone. But I guess what's missing is just this spirituality and this belief, this Judaism that I have, and bringing it into my family and connecting more with my husband, who I know is so committed to me and my boys, and just I'm so looking forward to going home and doing Shabbos and doing it in my dining room and adding just more rituals that are going to be my own family. I'm not saying I'm going to be like observant and I'm going to have a shadel, although I could use a shadel. I'd be very happy with one. It's not going to happen. But in learning, I'm just excited to learn more, and I feel like that's like a part of me that's just been missing, and I can't thank you guys have just been amazing and taking me so last minute. I mean, literally last minute, you just totally took me. You just like totally opened it up for me, and thank you so much. And I hope everyone got as much out of this experience as me. And I guess the reason why I moved to Cleveland was because this experience never would have happened if I was still in Chicago. So I am truly.